The last thing I have to do in my graffiti tag animation is I have to make it look like the spray is actually coming out of the nozzle here. So I do that by double clicking on my spray can. That will then create a clip. So I can create an animation inside of my animation. If I need to get back to my project, I just click on that project tab. If I want to get back to that, I just double click. So first thing I got to do is go ahead and create a new layer. I'm going to call this spray. I'm going to go ahead and move my spray layer up, and I'm going to create a new frame. I'm going to zoom in on this. There we go. Now what I want to do is I want to change the color. I'm going to use my brush tool. I'm going to bump this up to 20. And then my fill color, I want to make sure that my fill color is the same, and my stroke color as my text. So I chose this blue. As long as it's close, it's going to be fine. Then what I simply want to do is on this frame, I want to make sure that I'm not on layer. I want to make sure that I'm on my spray layer. Click on that frame. And I'm going to come right about there. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little dot. I'm going to come to my path cursor tool, and I'm going to drag the back side of that so it looks like a little raindrop here of that spray coming out of there. Now what I'm going to go ahead and drag both layer and spray to 6. And then I want to turn that right there, I'm going to turn that into an animation. So again, with that selected, I'm going to go ahead and click on tween. So this is what it's going to look like at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and move here to the end. And then I'm going to extend this out so it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to go ahead and move that out. I'm going to maybe change my opacity to maybe 0.5 at the end. So it's going to be solid in the beginning or somewhere around 0.51. So again, what it would look like would be something kind of like this here. So when I play that, you can kind of see that animation there. I can mess around with this a little bit, and if I wanted to make it look a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, I can do that. But that will allow it to look like that spray is actually coming out of there. If I go ahead and come back to my project, now what I'm going to have is when I hit play, you'll actually see that clip will be playing while my animation is playing here. So there you go. So that's all the steps that you need to be able to create that graffiti tag animation. In another video, we'll talk about how you can go ahead and export this so that you can save it into Schoology.